everyone, it's Mary from Rocky Mountain Gardens. And guess what? DeVita Lane is hosting a Patriotic home tour. And so I thought, well, I'll participate in that because I do like to decorate my home for the 4th of July. Since the last couple of years, I've been hosting a 4th of July barbecue at my house for our Colorado family. And I've just gotten that all done, and 4th of July is drawing near, isn't it? Can't wait for those fireworks. Well, in any case, I have my porch decorated and my home, and we'll start out here on my porch and then go inside to see what I've done there. So I'll be back in just a bit and show you what I've done with my porch. I'm very excited because I really like how it turned out this year. I'm going to begin here with this view of my porch where you can see my flag hanging. I sure like putting my flag out for our patriotic holidays. And then I used this very simple bow that I tied onto my hanging planter here. You can get these inexpensive bows like at Walmart, and they're very easy just to add to any items, you know, in your decor and add a very festive feel, don't they? Okay, so let's walk over here to the front of my porch. And here's my front door. And on the wall over here on this side, I have several items that I'd like to show you. So let's walk up, and here you can see my red lantern, and I have some of these sparkly pom-poms on it, and a flag heart. And inside, I have a candle with little sparkly hearts. Here you can see the entire vignette where I have stacked up crates, and over here I have added my Uncle Sam, who's on an old-fashioned bike, and more of these sparkly pom-poms. And here I transplanted a donkey's tail succulent. I hope it'll survive and do well. And I love this French country crate that I found at Michael's. And then on these next two crates, I have plants and chickens. And there is a flag basket that I made when my daughter was little and I was taking basket weaving classes from my neighbor. And you can see I love chickens, and when we go indoors, you'll see another way I've used chickens in my decor. And then coming over here, this is my painted and distressed door that I've hung here on my wall, and here is the wreath that I made in another earlier video, a seasonal wreath for the 4th of July. It looks really great, don't you think? I'll step back here so you can see it. I really like that look. And then here's my summer welcome sign that I've had out since the spring. And turning around over here, I have this 3-shelf unit, and I have my sign here, Land That I Love, and my white lantern that I keep out here most of the year. And then I have more of these metal stars, and here's a little coleus that I just planted. It's very small, but it will fill up that pot. You'll be surprised. Maybe I'll show it to you later in the summer. More sparkly pom-poms, and here's another great sign, Great American Sparklers and Firecrackers. And then here's one of my pots that I just planted also, since we've had such a late spring here in Colorado. And I planted these dragon wing begonias and an ivy. And then I also, added for the 4th of July, a cute little pinwheel. Now, if we swing over here to this side of my porch, I have another crate with a planter on it and a lovely pinwheel. And in this pot, I planted this spike. That's that spiky looking plant in the back. And this Terenia, which is also known as wishbone flower. And it will grow and fill this out really well. And then I have a coleus and another dragon wing begonia that has no blooms on it quite yet. And then for my seating area here, I have 2 wrought iron black chairs, and I have my Patriotic pillows. And I also have another floral arrangement with red, white, and blue in a cute little birdhouse. And then a watering can with stars in it over here. I love this striped red and white pillow. It's beautiful. And then one of my absolute favorite parts of my porch is this arched window that I got, I think I got it last year at Kirkland's, and it was brown, so I spray painted it white. It's a little hard to see. I'll try to give you a better look. And then down here, more planters. And if you saw my Garage Treasures video, this is the little table that I got that I painted. It was originally brown, but in very good shape, and I painted it, sort of distress painted it white. Down here we have some more coleus, and this is a pothos and asparagus fern. And then this planter has fuchsia in it, and coleus and Terenia, just if you're interested in the plants. I'll try to give a container garden video to show you how these come out later in the summer when they've grown and filled out. Over here I wanted to give you a close-up look at my fuchsia. Oh my goodness, those flowers are just spectacular, aren't they? I hope it does well because this is my first summer planting fuchsia, so I'm a novice at that plant. So I'm standing back to try to give you an overall look at my porch. It's a nice sized porch, but not super deep. It's a little bit narrow, but that's okay. It's just what I need to be able to come out here and sit in the evening and enjoy the summertime. And here I'm trying to give you a better look at this arched window. Not quite so bright, but I just think it adds so much to the atmosphere of my porch. I'm really happy with it. Some more of my planters again. So I'm starting over here in my dining room, and I have used flags put into my plants, as you can see right here with my houseplant stand. I wanted to also share with you this brand new mirror that I got at Hobby Lobby. I really love the rustic look, and I think it's really going to show or increase the light in my dining room and make the room look a lot larger. And many of you have seen some of my earlier videos with the different vignettes that I've done over the spring and summer. And I'm gonna walk over here. You can see my dining table, the tablescape that I did here. But I was gonna swing around to the other side and show you. Now, on the top of my hutch, I really did not do any changes. I think it looks quite summery, and I like it as it is. But down here on the main shelf area, I added some Patriotic decor. So I have now red, white, and blue flowers in this little truck tin. And oh my goodness, I wanted to share with you this pie plate that I got that has a domed lid, and it has the red, white, and blue colors. Isn't that amazing? Here, I'll give you a look. It's blue on the inside. And for our 4th of July party that we're doing for our Colorado family, I plan to do a cherry cobbler in that. So that is my display here on my hutch for 4th of July. And then if we come over here to my sofa table, I haven't done much to change it, just added a flag. Looks very summery still, I think. And then let's walk into the living room. I haven't made a lot of changes in here either. I do have a little floral arrangement here on my side table with a flag in it. And I always think one can never have too many flags at the 4th of July. Don't you agree? So I like to just buy these inexpensive flags and just place them in my houseplants. And I think it adds a lot of cheerfulness and fun patriotism to your house. As we walk over to the kitchen, let's go this way. You can see I have this cute America sign hanging here. It's very vintage. And then into my kitchen, where I know you've seen this lemon vignette earlier. And I pretty much have the same things going on. You can see I have a flag in my houseplant also there. Here's another one of my vignettes that I did earlier. And then you can see over here in the corner, I did the kitchen vignette with Denise Jordan, but I have changed it up just a tiny bit. You might notice that. And I have these darling dish towels here on my hanging on my stove, on my oven. And I think they add a lot of cheerfulness, and that's an inexpensive way to add some color to your home. And then over here we have another vignette with the lemon theme, and I just love that lemon theme so much that I just decided to keep it up for the summer. And I do plan, you know, when September rolls around, I'll be changing out to fall decor, and we'll have some changes there. But if we swing around this side of my kitchen, up here on this smaller hutch, I've added some patriotic touches. Just a heart, a flag heart in this vintage little, I don't know what you would call it. It's like a reproduction of a print, a vintage print that's on a stand. I got that at Hobby Lobby. Isn't it cute? And here's a funny thing. That's a shark tooth that my grandson bought when we were in Florida. It was the the one souvenir that he wanted, and look, it broke. So I told him I would glue it back together and fix it for him. Okay, so there is the top of my hutch. And if we walk back here to my powder room, I do have in here a few summer touches. I added this little hydrangea arrangement to the top of the back of my toilet. And over here by the sink, I did some greenery with a flag. And then on my shelf, we'll try to come around here slowly. On my shelf up here, I have a red, white, and blue arrangement to just add to the festivities. Now, starting here in my hearth area, I have, like I said, I think I pointed it out earlier that I have a flag in this house plant, and I have a little centerpiece arrangement here on our eat-in kitchen table. And I just got one of these. I could not resist. They were 60% off, I think, at Michael's. This general store crate. Oh my gosh, I just could not resist it. So I just placed a lot of red, white, and blue items in it to fill it up. And I kind of like that little design. It's a nice centerpiece. And you know, when you have people over for dinner, you can just pick up the crate, move it, and you have plenty of space for everyone to sit and eat. And then back here, I do have another flag in a plant. And then I wanted to share with you my mantle. Now, some of the things I left the same. I still have my wrought iron little arched fences, I guess you would call them, on the mantle. I just love them. I don't know if I'll take them down ever. And then I have the Spanish moss hanging, and I did not remove that because it is so pretty. And then I took down the lilacs that I had up there, and I added some red, white, and blue florals. And I put some sparkly little things up here, little arrangements. They just came together like that. But they just add, like I said, a little sparkle to the design. And of course we have an America the Beautiful sign and a 4th of July birdhouse. So pretty. Over here, I have a USA sign hanging on the side of my fireplace. And down here on the hearth, I have these red, white, and blue wooden stars. Those were a great find at Hobby Lobby. I like those very, very much. And then over here, I left my earlier flower arrangement, but just added a pinwheel, a sparkly pinwheel, and moved a couple of my cardinals over here by this little birdhouse. Then I took this plant here, which was over on my other table, and moved it over here to the side, this orchid, and I changed out on this smaller table, I put my Sansevieria plant because this is what I can't wait to show you. On the cabinet in the back, I have a little chicken themed vignette. And I have to thank Davida for this wonderful idea. She did one of these, I don't know, it was a year or two ago, and I fell in love with it. And I said, oh, I would love to have chickens. I'm a big chicken lover. And actually, if I show you over here in my kitchen, on the top of my refrigerator, I've had chickens up there forever. I just love them. So coming back over to this cabinet in my hearth room, look at my little chicken vignette. I am so excited. When my grandsons came over the other day, they were just thrilled because, you know, they love animals, and any displays I do that include animals, they're excited about. So I have a chicken and a rooster. I have this cute little sign. It says cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there. Of course, we sing Old MacDonald a lot with the boys. But I have eggs, and I have these little baby chicks and the mama sitting on her nest. And this little vignette makes me so happy. I just smile whenever I see it. I thought I would just come back for a couple of final words out here on my porch. I hope you enjoyed my tour, and I want to thank Davida again for hosting this tour. She always hosts these fun seasonal tours of our homes, and I just love them because I get so many ideas from other creators too. So come on back to my channel sometime if you enjoyed this tour. And if you like gardening, I'm doing lots of gardening videos this summer. So I will see you again soon, I hope. You'll all take care now.